Vitaly Zdorovetskiy, the infamous Russian-American YouTuber, is known for his outrageous pranks. He thrives on pushing the boundaries of acceptable behavior, but this time, he may have gone too far. On April 3, 2025, Zdorovetskiy found himself in hot water in Manila, Philippines. The Bureau of Immigration arrested him at a hotel in Pasay City. Zdorovetskiy's arrest sent shockwaves through social media. His fans and critics alike were glued to their screens. Everyone wanted to know what landed this notorious prankster in trouble with the law. Was it just another one of his outlandish stunts? Or had he finally crossed the line? The answer, it seemed, was a resounding yes. Zdorovetskiy's antics in Manila were not just harmless pranks, they were deemed criminal acts, and the Philippine authorities were not laughing. Zdorovetskiy's reign of terror began in the bustling streets of Bonifacio Global City, Taguig. He harassed unsuspecting citizens, including a security guard just trying to do his job. He even targeted an elderly woman, causing her distress and alarm. His behavior was outrageous, disrespectful, and downright cruel. But Zdorovetskiy didn't stop there. He jumped onto a moving jeepney, a common mode of public transportation in the Philippines. This reckless act endangered himself and the passengers on board. It was a blatant disregard for public safety and a slap in the face to the local culture. And as if that wasn't enough, Zdorovetskiy decided to wreak havoc on local businesses. He fabricated negative reviews, potentially harming their reputation and livelihood. He even resorted to petty theft, stealing an electric fan and a tricycle. His actions were not the harmless pranks of a misguided jester. They were the calculated acts of someone who seemed to enjoy causing chaos and distress. The Philippine authorities were not amused by Zdorovetskiy's antics. Interior Secretary Janvic Remula made it clear that the Philippines would not tolerate disrespect from foreigners. Zdorovetskiy was slapped with charges of unjust vexation, alarm and scandal, and attempted theft. His reign of terror had come to an abrupt end. Declared an undesirable foreign national, Zdorovetskiy awaited deportation. However, his legal troubles were far from over. Philippine authorities were determined to hold him accountable for his actions. His deportation was delayed pending legal proceedings. Zdorovetskiy, accustomed to getting away with his outrageous behavior, now faced the full force of the Philippine legal system. But Zdorovetskiy wasn't the only one facing the music. Metro Manila Police launched an investigation into his Filipino cameraman, the silent accomplice who documented his every move. The authorities were determined to send a clear message. The Philippines was not a playground for reckless foreigners. News of Zdorovetskiy's arrest spread like wildfire. Public reaction was mixed. Some condemned his actions, calling him out for his blatant disrespect and disregard for the law. Others defended him, arguing that his pranks were harmless fun. However, Zdorovetskiy's antics in Manila were a far cry from harmless fun. They highlighted a disturbing trend of social media influencers, pushing the boundaries of acceptable behavior in pursuit of views and notoriety. His arrest served as a stark reminder that there are consequences for breaking the law, no matter how famous or influential one may be. As Zdorovetskiy sat in a Philippine detention cell, his fate uncertain, one thing was clear. His days of pranking his way through the world with impunity were over. The world was watching, and this time the joke was on him.